I made baby allow one another. You heard Musa in my model. Mune kulla de gambari say in fanal longo 11 May lulle May alonko jamaka jura ko Bob Mali la lungalam.
On the 10th May, the report was data.
Report was given on the 10th of May. Kindly tell us what happened on 10th of May, took place on 10th of May, and Gayol Nasa, as he put it, on the 11th of May. Happened on the 10th of May. Ibrahim.
Okay. What happened on the 10th of May with Musa? Because Musa happens to be a very good friend of mine. Because because he's somebody, since I came to stay at that pharmacy, if I reach his house, I greet him. Then I realized that he's somebody who rarely you will find him under his veranda reading. Was the time when I started, I questioned him. What is your name? He said, my name is Musa Fofana.
So you guys.
Okay, Janni katu sirin jawato wati. Yamerete ntetala nyobala ikatara sirin nyoka pana sikacha. Then I told him, before you will always be sitting by yourself to manlem, because I realized that he's a gentleman. Not what age when I asked him his age, I asked him, how old are you? I told him, this is strange, a coincidence. I was also born in 1967. Not a relationship developed world now. This is how we developed the relationship. Encountered, but he encountered this problem because of his relationship with me. Because he comes to sit by me and we always sit together. He is there, he was there with his family. Understand Then I later realized that he works for the hotel.
The driver on that fateful 10th day of May 2016 sangola. Musa Kaneba.
Yes, we were together.
Was there anybody else with you apart from?
We were the two people there. Till later on, there was an old man called Pala Sanajallo who was passing by. So all became acquainted.
Musa, tell us what time you went to the pharmacy that day?
Musa, silang afanyam bang wumani. Muntaro wati jumala vitara pharmacy mutaka CJ kataka chala.
On the 10th, yeah?
Yes.
It was around mostly I go there around that time. So, especially my off days. especially my off days.
On this particular occasion, who did you find at the pharmacy?
Bulldozer informer. The informer who was Bulldozer's informer? Ex-army military intelligence. He is an ex-army. He was an ex-army and also a former military intelligence officer.
What's his name? You were talking about that it was next or the next room to your pharmacy, the room you wanted to add to your pharmacy as a consultation room.
This man who is talking about, the man who was staying in that room, during my stay there, I just saw him coming in and out. I'll see him wearing a military short trouser. Lost a military t-shirt. But I didn't know him at that time. And he told me that his name is Ebrima John. And I asked him, what is your occupation? He told me I book a uniform do. He told me now
Intelligence service.
Yes, during our stay there, I am somebody who likes to observe things properly. A white motorbike. Sometimes I see him come with some people and they will go into his room. Some of them happen to be
intelligence officer for the intelligence service or the secret service.
Decided to investigate about him. I started to find out things about him. At what Montero stayed in Canifin South, na family compound because at that time I was staying at Canifin South. That's where my family compound was located. So Lundol bije nimbina. I'll see him passing, especially Canifin South or University Bunja Abedal. Nekabonam South, around Banjul Breweries near the university.
The online
university. The online university. Usually I see him passing by there. So Lundo Bijan to Abelemo Cyclo Bitakan, so Fanambulata. So one day he was riding a foot plazo dole bulldozer bound Canifin South na family compound bijele nga bulldozer ni dulalon ngalon ko pengu George la Because that day when I followed him, I saw him going into that compound where they call bulldozer. In Kanifing South,
Musa,
Musa.
at this stage,
on
10 May, did you know what work Ebrima John was doing?
Yeah, Ebrima John. Akamundo kuleke ba. Arifo nyikabula nyingo watu wala. Fo yala nying bulldozer dinkira nying. Ikamuneke.
nga bulldozer. Yes, at that time I knew what the bulldozer was doing.
And what did you understand bulldozer to mean and what work they were doing?
Security forces put together. Yajame decided to put together different security forces. He decided to give them they will be going around people's residences, but usually they used to observe usually on politicians. But this man, criminal of people. Because there was one year when I was at the Dolphin. I was serving one man, and in on my off days, tell Mr. So and so to serve him. Because the man, if you serve him, he will not give you anything. So by last day, but his last day, of the staff. Luckily for me, it was not my own for my service. And tip, it was $500. He gave me a tip, if I can remember properly, it was $500. Then he asked me, do you know me? I said to him, no, I don't know you. I came to know you here. Said, killing is his job. Thank you very much for your service. You told me today is the last night for me here. Thank you very much. So many different people in this kind of job. He told me continue with him as he was living in that compound. Mostly, I don't see him going to work. But sometimes, but sometimes I'll see him wearing a suit, come back. If you look in somebody's eyes, always, and he bends his head, then if that kind of person, I don't trust them. I don't know his job, but I don't trust him.
I hope you're not suspecting me too, but what came to your mind?
About Naja ka adunta holigam.
When I saw him enter that place, Holgam,
Musa
Just as Musa said, we used to belong to Pengu George, and during our childhood days, we go to play there around that place.
After Natana Abdullah Fonkoti, near factory.
And later on, a fish factory was built there. Later, I realized that I used to see soldiers standing at the gate of the place. When I saw him going